All of a sudden that gator, just like that, like a flash, came flying over my dead alligator and grabbed me by the knee. And the force of its jaws was so strong, it was unbelievable. I could see all the blood just rushing down, and when you can look into your leg, it's never a good feeling. The boat that Matt has is totally rigged for bow fishing. It doesn't matter whether you're going after fish or if you're going after alligators. He's got a lot of lights that flood out over the water, and you could see what was going on. We were also using spotlights to see the eyes of the alligator. So basically it was almost like spot and stalking, but we were in a boat. One of the cool things about hunting at night, especially in Florida, is there's so many things to see. We saw wood ducks, we saw herons, we saw gars, we saw all kinds of fish in the water, we saw a raccoon. It's just neat seeing all the other different wildlife. The state of Florida does a great job managing their alligator population. They allow a certain amount of hunting that's controlled. They also allow a certain number of nuisance permits, alligators that are causing problems in certain areas, to be harvested. We were actually hunting nuisance alligators. And what's great is everything's utilized from those animals as well. So we're gonna not only take all the meat, but we're also gonna take the hide and the skull as a trophy as well. We saw a ton of alligators, and we had some close calls, but Al kept pulling me off, like, no, that's not the alligator we're looking for, or no, we need to get in this other area. This is where they've been having the problem. So, we saw all these other alligators, and I'm going crazy, like, oh, I wanna shoot that one, I want to shoot that one. No, we have to go to this certain area, and we're looking for these certain alligators that have been causing trouble. So I'm like, okay. Finally, we get to the area, and Al goes, that's the alligator, take that one. The alligator is going by, and literally it was a quick shot with the crossbow. As it's swinging by, I threw up, and as soon as that bolt hit, I knew we had this alligator pretty solid.
Well, I guess that means yes.
That is a good gator! That's awesome! I love it! You got the crossbow? I was like, can I shoot him? Can I shoot him? Can I shoot him? Well, then the fight's on. You're holding the line and you're pulling it up, and it's super exciting because you still got a pretty live, angry alligator on the end of that line. So literally, even though the bolt's in him, this gator's fighting, and I'm pulling on the line, and those guys are helping me out. And we get up, we have to bang stick them. So what they do is they hit him with a bang stick. It puts a round into their brain and finishes the gator instantly. But then, as a double safety measure, they tape the alligator's mouth shut. Because alligators, being reptiles, they can still open their mouths and clomp and, slash around. So just as a safety precaution, they tape their mouths. He's a touch over 8 feet long. And look at how dark it is. Dark, dark. That was awesome. That crossbow went completely through him. This is where it hit him. He was swimming away. I was going, can I shoot him? Can I shoot him? Yes. When you're ready. Whack!
Nobody said yes.
Well, we had another nuisance tag for an alligator that had been giving these guys some trouble. They said, let's go to this other area and see if we can find this alligator. When we come around the corner, I see these eyes, and I was like, that's him. That's the gator we need to get. We come up, and this alligator's huge. He's kind of facing toward us. I'm getting the shot, and I was like, take him. And as soon as you hear take him, I mean, the adrenaline is just like, shoot it right into your vein. It's like, okay, I throw up. Yeah, I got him. There's the line going.
Get the buoy off, get the buoy off.
How do I get the buoy off? Just pull it. Get the buoy off. Holy crap, look at the buoy go. Look at the buoy go. Look at the buoy go. That's a huge alligator. Oh, look at the size of him. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh dude, this is huge. He's rolling, he's rolling. Oh.
Get a better angle. Break.
Look at that son of a gun! This is a monster alligator. Holy smokes, I thought the other one was big. This is huge. This is the first one I got. And I thought that was a big alligator. Little over 8 foot. And then, to give you an example
I told you we hadn't started yet.
Of a monster alligator. That is huge.
Yeah, he's 11 foot, at least. He's
An 11-foot
I mean, if you think about it,
lizard.
a close guesstimate is from his eyes to his nose. I'm 9.5 to 10 inches from fingertip to fingertip. So.
Oh, that's true. You can go from the corner of his eye.
Well, it's about mid-eye. And that's, I know I'm 9.5 to there. So, 10.5, close to 11.
That is
Not more.
unreal.
11, he's going to be closer to 11 plus for sure.
I mean, we've just had an absolute blast. That gator you guys stalked up on earlier. These beautiful alligators. We're gonna set them up in the morning. We've got a lot of work to do. You see Matt's over there working on cleaning the boat. We just got it out of the water. Tomorrow morning, we're gonna take these gators, pull them out of the cooler and hang them up so you can take a look at how big these are. Hey, I'm Fred Eichler here with my buddy Wright. We're hunting with Gator Country Trappers and Outfitters, and we're gonna show you some more stuff in just a little bit. Well, I got a call this morning that there was a gator on one of their lines, so we just pulled up to the landowners and we're gonna see what's going on. As nuisance trappers, these guys set lines out for gators that are giving people trouble. Well, we get there and I help Al pull in the line. We're in the city limits, so they can't shoot this alligator. So Al tapes its mouth shut so it's safe. The alligator's still totally alive, but they tape their mouth to haul this gator away. There's another alligator there. Al makes a great cast of the rod, hooks him with a big treble hook, hands me the rod, says fight this gator in. So we get this alligator in, I help him out. He puts a noose on it. He's done this thousands of times. Him and his partner, Will, get on the alligator, he tapes the mouth shut, and we haul that alligator. Now, the hunt's done. We're excited. We take some great pictures. We're looking forward to skinning the alligator so we can have some great alligator meat. Everything's honky-dory. Well, we get to Al's place and we've got the alligators laid out, and my big one from the night before is lying here dead, and then the 2 live ones are also laying on the ground, but their mouths are taped. So we're thinking, no problem. You know what's crazy is that when Wright shot that beautiful alligator he shot, they had never seen a coloration like that. They said we've never seen one that was colored like that alligator. It was super light, beautiful hide. It was really unique. But Al actually said something about it being a bad omen.
The alligator? Oh, the alligator, that's bad voodoo. You remember that? Bad mojo. No, I'm serious. That's what they said. This is bad mojo, right?
Turns out, maybe Al was right. Because the very next day, when I was walking past my dead alligator, one of the live alligators was on the other side of it. Its mouth was taped, so I had no worries. We had been walking around these alligators for an hour, not worried, nothing had happened. They've never had this happen before. This was a first, and the only thing we can think of is that while the alligator was there, it was moving around thrashing, and it ended up wearing the tape off the bottom of its jaw, and it was my fault for being way too close. Those guys had warned me not to be close to those alligators, but I was walking. My dead alligator was laying right here. One of the live alligators was laying on the other side of it. Taped, its mouth was taped. So I thought it was fine. And as I went walking along my dead alligator, because we didn't have a tape measure, and I was waiting for somebody to bring a tape measure so we could measure it exactly, I was just trying to pace it off with my feet to see how big it was. All of a sudden that gator, just like that, like a flash, came flying over my dead alligator and grabbed me by the knee. It's hard to describe the feeling. It was so fast, and the force of its jaws was so strong, it was unbelievable. Those guys had never had that happen before, never had tape come unpopped. It was just a bad luck deal, and it was my fault for being too close. Had I stayed back like those guys had advised me, it never would have happened. Needless to say, this alligator got me right by the knee and started thrashing around. It hurt pretty bad, but I'll tell you what really freaked me out is when I got the alligator off and pulled up my leg, I could see all the blood just rushing down, and when you can look into your leg, it's never a good feeling. Well, they rushed me into the hospital, and the doctor said that an alligator bite is one of the most septic bites you can have. The biggest thing I had to worry about was infection. So they rushed me right into surgery. They were washing out the wound, and they also had to repair some ligaments and tendons and muscle and skin and all that good stuff. But I'll tell you, I came away from this hunt with 2 absolutely beautiful alligators and one heck of a scar that'll be with me the rest of my life. I also came away with a little more respect for how fast and how aggressive an angry alligator could be.